A question for my first political video. Are we on the verge of having the actual revolutionary civil war? Revolutionary because we're fighting for American freedom. Civil war because we're battling other Americans for that freedom. Meaning American citizens battling American citizens with blood spilling in the streets. Not from fistfights, not from stuff being thrown, but from both sides firing weapons, handguns, semi-automatic shotguns, rifles, sniper rifles, every kind of weapon, Molotov cocktails, just cars running through the streets, explosives, people know how to make them, anything you can think of. And why? Because of politics, because of political differences, because the establishment, the mainstream media, the fake news, and the left wants you to believe that our nation has systemic racism in every aspect. It's just hatred. Has black men being hunted in the streets and murdered. Just murdered by white people all day, every day. Completely ignoring that, as every statistic has ever proven, the most common murderers of black folks are black folks. Should that not mean anything? How do you blame that on racism? How do you blame that on your police brutality? And let's get over the police brutality crap. You could say maybe they shouldn't have gone that far, or, oh man, they could have just arrested them. Or, should be, don't fight police. If for some reason you are wrongfully arrested, accept it, go down to the jail, and at the end of the day, if you could prove it was wrong, you could probably get a settlement from the city. It means money in your pocket from taxpayers for being wrongfully arrested. But that doesn't work if you start punching the cops, hitting the cops, spitting on them, trying to take their weapons. Then you'll usually get shot. If you're black, you'll be made a martyr. People will protest in the streets and cause massive destruction, probably even murder, to blame the police for your death. But if you're white in that situation, you're murdered, nobody will care. Nobody. Not a single person. Everybody talking about police brutality, like only if it's a white cop and a black suspect. Which is just ridiculously stupid. But the point I'm getting at is, because of elections, because even though there's always been the hate from one side and the others, it used to be simple. Like the left used to be all about, we want gay marriage and abortion's legal. And the right would be like marriage between a man and a woman, and abortion is baby murder. That's pretty simple. You can have a normal life. You be like, my wife's a Democrat, I'm a Republican. Only gets a little difficult around election season. Now, you literally want to murder each other. Now, because Donald Trump, a true outsider, became the president of the United States and basically has been compared to Hitler. Compared to Hitler, a man who had 6 million Jews murdered for being Jewish. They compared Donald Trump to that because he speaks his mind, and being in his 70s might have a little bit of every once in a while racial terms without being racist, just more of his how he's learned to talk over his lifetime, growing up when he grew up. It's just sort of part of him, and being in his 70s, he just says what he says. And unlike Joe Biden, he's got to have some sort of mental issue. There's no other way around it. Like, even if it's just early onset dementia or Alzheimer's or something, there is something wrong with that man. It's my grandfather has something like that, and he could be a perfectly normal guy, live a perfectly normal life. It's just every once in a while, issues pop up. And that's definitely not what you want for your president. You don't want him having a moment, picking up a phone, and all of a sudden, you're watching the news. Yeah, we just found out a nuclear warhead has been launched. No idea why. Ask him, like, oh, crap. I thought that was a dream. Or my fault. Or that's Trump's fault. Trump? What? It's just, our world is going to be in chaos. We have a disease that was supposed to kill millions and millions of people. Hasn't even killed 1 million people. Even the people that have said they've been killed, they can't even prove they're all dead because of the disease. We are going to be at war. Probably more dead from the war than the disease that's going to kill us all. Or the climate change, which I don't care who you are, that does not exist. It's called weather. Our planet started as a big ball of fire that somehow became what it is now. A planet that has earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, all sorts of horrible things that cause massive change to the planet and the atmosphere. And yet, no, it's us with our cars and cow farts. Well, y'all blame cow farts a lot for things. All animals fart. Pretty sure all animals fart. Bugs probably fart. So, isn't everything killing everything? Sorry, this video is... I need to get better video equipment. I'm just using my phone. But the made up issues like that, or everybody on both sides is cool with, hey, you're gay? Cool. Hey, you're trans? Cool. Most of the time you just want to know, are you pre or post? Like, if you're pre-trans, you're a dude or a girl. That's just biology. That's just determined by what's between your legs. If you're post, I say, hey, if you have a vagina, you are a girl. If you have a dick, you're a guy. No matter what you're born as. There's only 2 genders. Because gender is literally just biology. Male or female. You got the rarity where they have some messed up thing. That's not non-binary or third gender. That's a medical issue that caused it. How you want to live or identify is one thing, but stop conflating the two. Gender is medical, biologic. How you identify is just whatever. But now the world has gone crazy. Now the LGBT, every freaking letter is going to have P added to it, because at the end of the day, what their group is simply everything non-straight sex, including pedophilia. They're slowly but surely making it so one day pedophilia will be a legal right in this country. You'll be able to have sex with children and not get arrested. Then you'll just be seen as pedophobic or something. But that's way off topic for this. Our world is changing because our differences have gotten stupid and politically connected. I don't know why they got politically connected. The president has nothing to do with gays and trans and all this stuff. He's just supposed to run the country, make sure we're not at war, make sure the economy is going good. Simple things. So basically, you want a Republican president and Congress so that the country keeps working. The military is strong. Everybody gets good money, good jobs, good lives. And you want Democrats to be in charge of social issues. Because that's what they're good at. Raising money. making things seem important that aren't important, manufacturing crises, and just making it seem like the end of the world if you don't fight for it. But instead, we have racists who've basically decided that to kill all white people is a good thing, that black people are above reproach, should not even be arrested, should be allowed to just murder cops. And if the cop kills them, hell, they could have a nuclear warhead. Having set it off, not even about to set it off. They've literally set it off, blown up a city, and they'd still say, "Don't shoot him, man. He should be let go. I mean, he's a good guy." It's ridiculous to think that just last year, before the Democrats decided to impeach the president for investigating corruption, still doesn't make a lick of sense. He should have just asked, why am I being impeached? Like, because you were investigating corruption of Democrats. So you got to go. There's no pandemic. There's sports seasons. You know, you go see a sports event, thousands and thousands of people all near each other. Nobody was dying. We didn't have riots in the streets. None of it. Yeah, 2020, a year that should be a good year. That's a good year, 2020. I mean, that's pretty cool. We're live in 2020. The whole world is shut down. All because of a virus that somehow has gone worldwide, is so lethal, everyone should be dead, but huge amount of people that actually even get it survive. There's a very small percent that actually do die. Yet this is something that, oh my God, we have to wear masks forever. We have to stay apart. You can't even touch anybody. I don't know. Pure insanity is what we got to think about that. So dangerous that we can't vote in person. We do everything else in person. That doesn't make any sense. You do everything except vote, but you got to do by mail. I'm actually surprised it's not just an app right now. Oh, the voting app. Or a way to get around it. Why do we have to wait until November to vote? Why can't you have early voting where you can actually go in person and vote? Hell, most people are going to vote for whichever one. They don't care what happens. Debates, who it is. Why not just have early voting, but the results are kept private from everybody so they cannot be manipulated, and neither party knows who's up at that time. That way people can vote, get it done safely. I mean, if you vote, you might only have 10 people voting a day. Lots of time, lots of room, lots of safety. Well, I've yammered on for a while, and all I wanted to say was my first political video was, how has it come to this? All from Donald Trump becoming the President of the United States made people on the left go so insane with hatred that the last 4 years have occurred. Everything you've seen, everything you've heard, everything you think you heard or think you've seen, all the insanity, the craziness, the deaths, the what the fuck is going on mentality of life, all because Donald Trump became the President of the United States. Think about that. That's all that changed. All issues with maybe race or police or anything like that all existed. All these things existed, and the only change was Donald Trump. That's it. That caused the world to go insane, caused the left to go even more insane, just blatantly. Used to be private insanity, but now caused everyone on the right to be labeled a white supremacist. Even if you so black, you literally disappear at night. They say, "Oh, you're a white supremacist." It's just insane to think that it's all because one man was elected president. One man was elected president could cause all that. That's pure insanity. Pure insanity. I don't know what else to say.